going straight into our first topic today, we're asking about KCPE and KCSE exams. Now, Lisa, do you think exams are necessary?
They are necessary just to some extent, just to determine the academics. But if we are thinking about various talents, if someone can sing, if someone can play sports, what happens to that? What are the exams for that? How will we know that this child is talented in this extent?
Exam ni kitu ya maana. Juu hiyo ndio inafanya mtoto awe anaenda kwa klasi nyingine na awe na elimu bora ya kuendelea na masomo yake.
Exam ni poa, unajua ndio litmus paper ya maisha. Unajua baadaye exam ziko poa, lakini kuna vitu zingine kama venye umesema KCPE, KCSE. Ever since umalize KCSE, umetumia sokatoa wapi? No, I mean seriously. Pia wanafaa kureview zile vitu wanauliza wase, sababu kuna vitu zingine hautai-apply.
Education ni huwa ina open what to mind. So exam ni kama ile kitu na test how open ama how closed is that mind. In a way it's very important.
Hata stage ni muhimu. Lakini kuna point inafika jo. Kama wewe kwa stage, wapi apply biology? Hakuna.
Maths. Locus ni nini?
Find the locus of this Matatu vile maoni across this room.
Lakini pia ni poa hizo exam. At least wagazi nakupatia ile nini ya reasoning capacity. At least unapata nini ya ku-reason.
What's the role of national examinations to you?
Okay, in my very own opinion, I believe that national examinations are supposed to actually assess students nationwide in such a way that mtu ambaye yuko Samburu na mtu ambaye yuko Nairobi wanakuwa tested along a similar platform.
But okay, fine, they're being tested along the similar platform. But are they learning with the same conditions?
They are not learning with the same condition, that is true. But you cannot blame all that in the examination or any other thing. Somebody is sleeping on the job.
Wanafaa kuweka hizi exams za kuuliza watu vitu utai-apply in life. But it's a waste of time. To me it's crap.
Kama nini ulisoma uliona ija kusaidia ever?
Like mathematics and some things in bio. Come on, apart from knowing my reproductive system, honestly in biology hakuna kitu kingine na apply.
Exams just put people in classes. Some people benefit from these classes, others do not. So it's just...
Let me ask, and according to your opinion, which is more important, to be book smart or to be life smart?
You have to be life smart.
Life smart.
It's good to have both. Because in life you have to learn to balance. Let's not deny that child who is in the rural as compared to the one in Nairobi. You know, in Nairobi you are exposed. But when it comes to the ones on the rural, they're not so much exposed and they don't have that advantage as compared to the ones in town. So I would say, let academics go on for the betterment of the other students also.
Guys in the rural and urban, they have different environments. So is it fair for them to have the same exam?
Yeah, because they have to cope. As in, you cannot say that because you are disadvantaged, you don't have to do certain things in life. You see, life is not fair. So at no one time shall we be equal, even here. When it comes to academics, you know, you should also nourish your brain. So you cannot compare per se, but exams should be equal to all. And you should give them opportunities. Campus, it's not about where you went. It's about your performance, you know.
Yeah.
So that kid who got 400 out of 500 and is in public school, if he goes to the provincial school, he's been denied his right. Let him join to Alliance, you know. Let him come to the national school. And I happen to work in TSE, so at least I can give you that. Yeah. So we are spreading out this national, we are upgrading most of the provincials to the nationals, so that a kid doesn't have to travel all the way to Mangu, all the way to Lenana, so that ako in national school. No, it is right there on your doorstep.
Hawa watu wote huwa wakigrow wako at the same level. Ni vile wanakuwa exposed to different stuff as they grow. Hawa walimu wote wametrainiwa kwa hizi same universities, same colleges. They can deliver the same stuff wherever they go.
If only you're going to teach me how to deal with things in classroom, and only teaching the main thing, which is because all of us at the end of the day to take on the ground, and ground up in any life, whether you are book smart, whether ulikuwa na score A, whether ulikuwa na score D, at the end of the day lazima tuko kwa life. Hiyo ndio ground. So if you didn't teach me on how to handle things in this life, I mean honestly umenisaidia na nini?
I think we should modify our exams somehow, because now we have a kid in Nairobi. and a kid in Marsabit, they speak English at home. So the playing ground is not level for them. Because I'm speaking in Marsabit, I don't know, as in how am I supposed to understand some English questions, you know, as in this kid in Nairobi already has an advantage. So what we can do for the Marsabit kid, I know how to milk cacao.
It has a lot to do with parents. Can you take time, can you take quality time with your kid? You can teach your kid more than what the teachers can. You know, for me, I'll be brought a kid in school. But for you, you're staying with this kid in the house. What you do, you can also involve the kid. Let's say you are a mechanic. You can be teaching your kid in as much as anaenda shule, but at least kuwasha, you know, gear, clean. At least once involve the kid.
Mnasema sijui exam ikuwe tofauti ya wapi. But you know, watu wenye wako na hii, hakuna siku wataulizwa Tomanjeri kwa exam. Si ndio?
But
hakuna siku wataulizwa.
Imagine ungeulizwa vile tungekuwa machoka. No, imagine ungeulizwa,
Lakini
if Jerry is running at a speed of 64 kilometers per hour.
If you're supposed to give credit for that kid at the rural area, that up to the nime milk mangombe this much, I'm supposed to get credit for that. Hey, nai, you suppose guy jamaa ameenda Nyayo, umetupa mayo, you supposed to give credit for that.
That's mteremko. Lazima upatane na hardship, okay? So if we spoon feed you on everything, you'll end up living a miserable life.
Alright, tutaendelea na mada. Nataka tu to watch a short clip tumewatengenezea on the same topic.
Baada ya kumaliza form 4, kawa sasa kupata karo imekuwa ngumu. Nili apply college, kuenda ikakuwa shida. Nikaona sasa badala ya kukaa kusunguka na kazi zingine, ili niingie kwa kazi ya jua kali. Nilikuwa nafikiria labda nitakuwa teacher or a doctor, but because of school fee I found myself getting into the garage. Ile mtihani yenye tulifanya kwa shule kwa nusu imenisaidia kwa sababu nimekuwa nikiongea na ma clients. Sasa saa zingine inaweza kuwa communication kwangu na clients inaweza kuwa vizuri, na kwa side nyingine haijanisaidia sana sababu nimeona hizo makaratasi zangu zinakaa na hakuna mahali yote zimenipeleka.
Kuna proposal ilitolewa that KCPE should be scrapped, alafu students wafanye continuous assessment test. Do you support this?
That's really fair.
That's good.
That's fair, but they're in a pressure.
Hiyo na oppose. Unajua hiyo ni kuwafanyia vitu zikuwe soft sana.
Una feel si fair. Kama ulipitia hard life pia wapitia.
Kama saizi nakumbuka vitu ka LCM, GCD za class 5. I was made to read all that work nikiwa class 8. Alafu nilikuwa nikisoma kila wakati. Nilikuwa nikiambiwa hii kazi unafanya class 4 itakuja KCPE. So kila wakati nilikuwa naisoma naiba kabisa. Lakini sasa ukisema ati hizi vitu tunafanya saizi, tutafanya test alafu tusahau kabisa. After that hizo vitabu na choma.
Mtu yeye atakuwa on toes 24/7. Anajua hii topic tumesoma leo bado inakamu. So si ile ati naongojea 3 months ndio tukuje tufanye exam alafu atabeba kama Kenya. You see? So you know, when unamu overload ndio unamfungulia sasa hizo milango. Nitachitaji, nitafanya nini sijui what. Lakini kana najua nitaexaminiwa kutoka hapa, okay? So hiyo kitu ataipitia thoroughly, yeye atakaa amelala badala ya kuotakaa na kukaa nafanya vitu zake, anaota na ile kitu alikuwa anafanya. Lakini kama unapewa paper moja 2 hours determining your life
for 8 years.
Hiyo ni blanda. By the way, hiyo kitu iliangusha wasi wengi sana.
Anza kaa history. Come on, can we have some new heroes? Because me wezi niambia, mamangu aliambia kuhusu sijui Tomboya, aliambia kuhusu akina Ronaldo Gala, watoto wangu ndakuja niwaambie the same thing. I mean, let's review these things because we're also having some new heroes.
That one for continuous assessment, partly for me, I'm not really for it. I'd rather this one of KCSE because it makes the kid be on toes, and cuts are there. We are not saying they do cuts, by the way. In
But
as much as we
internal.
go for KCSE, they do, they're internal. And they also push you up. Unapata mtoto alikuwa na 340, alafu sasa anakuja na 400, then anakuja na 460 the main exam end terms. Tulichukua report card last week. Yeah, unaona hiyo improvement, by the way. So hata mtoto akikuja KCSE ameshajigauge.
Should exams determine our future?
When I'll be in class 8, I'll be tested with the things that I learned in class 5. you read hand and you get to know so many things and get an exposure. So it's very, very, very important to retain KCPE.
You can't judge me by 3 days, really. No, I've attended like 1,000 classes. I've done like 100 exams in English. Take what I've done, because there is one I had 100, one I had 50. If you really want to determine how much I know English, let it be about how much I've learned throughout. Is there progress? Then number 2, those cards, me, I'm for those cards 100%. Then make them more comprehensive. I got a trophy for the school in the district sports level. Let me earn some marks on that. I went to national music festivals. Let me earn a point from that. I'm good at public speaking. I'm the one who leads assembly. I lead the choir. Let me earn a point for that.
We're looking at 2 broad categories when it comes to examination and even education. There is the science and arts. True to it that with arts you don't need exams. I'm also a trainer. There is skill acquisition and there is that talent. If you have talent, like where you have talent, you never went to any school to do this performing arts. You do not need any exam. But look at this person who will be sitting down in a board to come up with the policies on how to improve the economy of a country. This is someone who must have in-depth skills and knowledge on how it was done in the Berlin, like 2,000 years ago. What happened in the economic depression in the US before he thinks of coming up with rapt ideas. So taking a student through history, in more than one areas, it improves the way of thinking.
Basically what my friend here is saying is, okay, sciences are better off than arts or so and so. But let me remind you guys one thing. The pyramids of Egypt, a simple triangle. The Leaning Tower, the tower in Paris, skeleton ya triangle. Go to Australia, Sydney, landmark ya huko, waves hiyo hao. Le Burj Al Arab, sindio, yenye iko Dubai. Simplicity. Yani anaangalia venye boti inakaa hivi. Hivyo ndivyo wali design hiyo hao. So without arts, this world will be so boring. Si lazima grade yako iko ndio itadetermine future yako. Okay? Kitu yenye inafaa kudetermine future yako ni perseverance yako na ile kitu unataka.
Sasa hii maneno ya kuambia watu wafanye exam after 12 years, alafu ni msichana anafanya exam ati do the log of x, like this reminds me of my ex, anafail exam na amesoma for 12 years. That's very serious. Hiyo ni maoni ya watu hapa kwa Matatu. We are going to the streets to get maoni yao, alafu we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Sisi hapa hivi kama jua kali, kuna wengi wamesoma lakini hatujaona manufaa hiyo mtihani juu hapa watu usubukana sana.
Kila kitu yoyote ama ni kuchoma mahindi ama kazi yote inapitia kwa masomo. Kwa hivyo masomo husaidia.
Naona zinasaidia juu mtu akifanya mtihani atajua ile level amefika katika masomo yake.
Ujue ya kwamba huyu mtoto anafanyaje shuleni. Lazima afanye mtihani ndio ujue mtoto wangu yuko vipi katika shule.
Na hiyo ni maoni ya watu kwa street. You're going for a short break, but stay tuned, we'll be right back.